I've been definitely a defender of his. Maybe all of last season and even this season. The captain of Manchester United,
Thank you.
Bruno Fernandes. I'm sorry, you can't have it both ways. So we have all played on teams, right? We've all played on teams. We've all been
Yeah,
like whatever. Obviously,
we've
not
all
to that
played
level.
together.
We've all played together.
Pause. Yeah.
Mhm.
When the captain on the team, like when you're losing, you can be one of two things. Like you can berate the ref, like you can whine and moan to take pressure off like your teammates. You know what I mean? You could do that. You could go that route as a captain,
Mm.
or you can ignore the ref and ignore everybody else and only yell at your teammates. Like those are the two kinds of. This guy was doing both, bro. You can't do both, bro. you can't you can't
Yeah.
you can't cause your team dysfunction and while also being frustrated with your own teammates. Impossible, bro. It just doesn't work that way. Like in any like at any level. Like it just you're confidence killing your teammates and you're mucking up the game and you're breaking up a game where you guys could have gotten back into it, especially the
I hear
period where
that.
they were down 1-0. That's
Yeah.
impossible. That was so embarrassing today. I've never seen a captain act that way ever.
I'll
Ever.
be
So
honest. I forget he's captain at times a lot. He doesn't really give me that captain vibe for
Don't
Manchester
don't
United.
don't
Like,
don't don't get me wrong. I'm not a passion merchant. I'm not somebody
oh,
that
I
think
am.
that
I
that
am.
like holds like the captaincy in high regard. Like that means nothing to me when I'm evaluating a player.
So
That
leadership
means
means nothing to you?
there's a lot of leaders that aren't captains. That aren't
Lee,
captains.
Man
Name me,
City
But
has
name me,
five
name me a good leader
captains.
though.
Lee, Man City has five vice captains and one captain.
that's what I'm saying. Like it doesn't mean that much to me. Like that's just how City does. What I'm saying
No,
my
but
entire
it means
life.
so much that it's working.
No, I mean, I just feel like like there wasn't one. Like I don't know. That's just the weird way they do it. I don't know if any of the team does it that way. But my thing is, there's plenty of people that play that are leaders and captains and not leader, whatever the case may be. But for a captain to outright act that way in a big derby game, in a game where like obviously there is like significance to the game. I know Ace was joking around talking about it means nothing, but there is significance to this game. For him to be berating his teammates and coming at the refs like that, I don't know,
Yeah,
bro.
so it
I've
literally
never,
comes back to what you said though. Like this comes down to leadership traits, character, and stuff. Like Bruno clearly doesn't fit that. So I'm not saying I'm like a yelling merchant, whatever how you define it, but there's times like there's certain guys who should be leaders and there's certain guys that shouldn't be. Bruno's
I'm,
not a leader. He's
I'm
never
just saying,
was.
I'm just saying, there's a time and place for both of those things that I said. Is just doing both is so nonsensical. It's so
Yeah, but
Yeah,
stupid.
Lee, over the
I
years,
hear.
like especially
You know
United,
what I mean? Like you don't do
they've been
both.
talking about leadership as a problem in the locker room. Okay, and it clearly is shown many times. So I don't know. Maybe I'm just overlooking it, but maybe I'm
Yeah.
looking further than I should. But I think
So
that's a big problem.
And he played bad.
yeah,
Yeah, it's
but
no
You know
surprise
what
there.
I
Bruno
mean?
big
Yeah.
games, no surprise. I don't know
Lee,
why you like to attack a certain man, but not him. But
no, hold
anyways,
up,
move
hold
on.
up, hold up, Lee.
Uh,
I want to applaud your consistency in setting the high standards for number tens. I'm not even being
Def-
sarcastic.
no,
So,
of
as
course.
as the new number 10 police, I
Yeah, I
hope you
am.
continue this trend. And
I'm
we can also
absolutely.
comment on their good performances as well. How about that?
Look, when
Fair?
somebody absolutely, but let me tell you something. When somebody builds up a good like profile and a good repertoire, the room for criticism becomes smaller and smaller and smaller. You see what I'm saying? So if
yeah,
Yeah.
somebody's on a certain team and they're flying and their track record isn't what it's supposed to be or isn't living up to what it's supposed to be, then there's more room for criticism. But for Bruno, he's built up a bit of that. But yeah, he's definitely run out, in my opinion.
But but Lee, you also have to show up to work, right? You can't just skip and just
mm.
call in sick days,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, not for sure,